Hello everybody, welcome to another Poverty Hill Adventures video. Earlier this morning I decided to go fishing and I wanted to keep it simple. I'm a big fan of keeping things simple, and so I grabbed the old ugly stick, Shakespeare ugly stick here, and it's married up with about a 30-some-year-old Mitchell reel. And I'm going to fish with some bait, or I fished with some bait, bobber and a hook, and we fished the little pond this morning and did pretty good. Caught the usual smaller bass, and you know, they were fun. It was just nice getting back out again, and just before I was ready to call it quits, I like to fish early in the morning, then once the sun gets up, go do other things. Just before I was getting ready to leave, the bobber goes down, I set the hook, and I knew I had something good on there. I knew I had a good fish on there. I figured it was a nice bass on there, and reeling it in, and it's going back and forth and sideways, and the ugly stick's bent over, and my heart's pounding, and and I got it up to shore. And it wasn't a bass, it was a black crappie, and a good one. The best one, my personal best that I've ever caught as far as crappies go. Of course, I didn't have a tape measure at the time, but I laid it down next to this pole here and took a couple of pictures, and then when I got back to the cabin, I laid a ruler down next to about the length of that crappie, and this isn't an official measurement, but that crappie maybe measured in at about 16 inches. So I got all excited. A 16-inch crappie, that's a good one, you know. And the state that I live in has a catch and release awards program. So I thought, what the heck, I'd enter that fish in catch and release awards for this year, and I got to fill out the paperwork and everything and submit. Now I don't know whether or not they'll accept it or not, because I didn't have a ruler, but I'm thinking that I may have caught a good enough black crappie to enter it in the state catch and release records for this year. So who knows whether or not it'll actually get recorded, or whether or not it'll be good enough to you know, win or get an award or whatever. But it was a big surprise for me, and I took some pictures when it was happening, but I was not really prepared, and I'm not sure how well the GoPro pictures turned out. And then I tried to juggle things with a cell phone camera and such. But check out the video of fishing this morning, and if you get a chance, go out and do some fishing yourself. Can't beat it. A great way to relax if you're under a lot of stress, or you know, things just aren't going right, and if you can, get out fishing. It'll improve your outlook on life in general. I used shiners for bait. They were set about maybe 2 foot, 2.5 feet under the bobber. Circle hook, I was using a circle hook. I like those hooks because they're easy to release the fish. And started out with my usual. I caught some smaller bass, some smaller largemouth bass, and they were biting okay today. They weren't, you know, ferocious or anything, but they were biting okay, and the action was fairly regular. I had one other group of fishermen joining me today. They were out in a little boat there, and they were quite a ways away, and they were catching a few fish also. So here's some footage of the of the bass that I caught before I caught the big crappie. And here is what footage I have of, and forgive me, it's not the greatest. Like I said, I was fishing by myself and kind of hard to film and fish at the same time. But here is the footage from when I caught the big crappie. And I hope you can see it, and I hope it's, you know, acceptable quality for everybody. Look at the size of this crappie here. Holy smokes. It's a big fish. Now, before I close out this video, I am not claiming any superhuman fishing talent or anything like that. I happen to be, at the right spot at the right time, and a fish happened to choose the bait that was under my bobber. Other than setting the hook and landing the fish, I really didn't do anything exceptional. It was a lot of fun catching that big fish, and just goes to show you, you never know what what to expect when you get out there fishing. So until next time, everybody, take care. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep on trucking.